to Around the Block, your one-stop weekly roundup of everything happening in the Block Packs universe. I am your host, Jen Kahn, joined by my co-host, the always insightful Tex Hooper. This week, This week we've got a packed show featuring updates and perspectives from some of our amazing community members like Loco, Big Rob, Eric, Hawkwin, and our Eva the intern. And as always, our maestro behind the controls, Slappy White, is stepping out in front of his own segment to keep things fresh and exciting. So buckle up and get ready for another week of news, insights, and everything you need to stay in the loop. This is Around the Block. I can tell you're very excited to get back this week, Tex.
I am. I've been waiting all week to do this again and find out all the latest happenings in Block Packs. So yeah, this is going to be great.
Fabulous. Well, let's not waste any more time. Why don't you kick things off and put us into our first segment?
I'd love to. Let's go to Loco with a Wonders update.
Thanks, Tex. It's now time for the Wonders Weather Report. Here we are in a lovely sunny winter day, below freezing, but the sun is out, which I love in this area. A little snow on the ground would be nice, but I'm not complaining. All right. First off, a lot of talk in the Wonders Discord about that Emma slab sale for 750,000 miles. Seems like a pretty crazy sale on that. Speaking of sales, I know in our segment here on Around the Block, you'll hear more about Radish Digital's way to track some slab sales. You can look yourself up, and it's assuming you're spending on a slab and then what you sell for and your net gain or loss for that. You can look any user up. Go to radishdigital.com. Speaking of links, you'll want to definitely check out the YouTube links and make sure you hit the link for the RSVP. It's a Google form for the shattering. So if you haven't already, make sure to RSVP on if you're going, how many boxes you're going to want sent there to open as well. Speaking more of Wonders of the First and what's to come, don't forget those comprehensive rules have been dropped. They're pinned in the gameplay channel of our Discord. Peruse those as you will. We're getting some interesting conversations still in the gameplay discussions on some interesting interactions between cards. So keep them coming. I love to see those people dive into those rules. So make sure to check out the comprehensive rules on the Wonders of the First. Last but not least, important announcements by Kisher in the Discord channel. By the end of this month, if you have to update your address via backer kit, make sure you do that. So you'll have until January 31st to do that. The link is in the announcement sent out by Kisher. By February 15th, make sure you've completed a survey on which orbital guide you would like as well. Thanks so much, and back to you, Jen.
Thanks, Loco. Always a great update. Tex, I got a few questions.
I'm ready.
What Loco was saying, are you going to the shattering? Have you completed?
I will be at the shattering.
Be at the shattering. Okay.
I will be. And you'll be there too, correct?
Yes, that's right. I think we may team up and do a little live.
Yeah,
live
I think
action.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe some live ripping.
Ooh,
could be interesting.
Even better.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you completed your address update and orbital guide selection?
Yeah, I've been a good boy. I've done that. Yes, I've done my due diligence. Have you done yours?
I have. My address update I knew was good, and then I just did the orbital guide selection this morning.
All right. We have to find out if our illustrious producer Slappy has done his, because he's famous for supplying the wrong address to people when he wants them to send him stuff. So he really better double check his address.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a good thing.
No.
And then what do you think about the 750K mile Emma sale?
Yeah, that's mind-boggling. It's so great. It shows that this stuff has a lot of legs. And Emma, Alpha Trilogy, one of the great members of the Discord and of Block Packs and everything. He has started a comic book company, Shockham, with his daughter and son-in-law, I believe. And Emma is the main character in their comic. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of exciting things happening, and
Yeah.
Emma is definitely one to keep an eye on.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the other update from Wonders World is, did you see the announcement about the Phoenix Quill box? I think,
They're gonna
like
be,
randomly put and shipped out
yeah.
into people's. I know exactly.
Oh, you know what? Actually, you'll probably end up with like 3 of them.
No, I highly doubt that.
You
I
and
highly
BJ,
doubt
I'm still about nine between the two of you.
that. I'd be happy with one.
I would be very happy with one. Yes. Let's switch gears a little bit, and we're going to go to Eva, our intern, and see what's going on with the fantasy leagues.
That's right, Jen and Tex. It's your favorite intern in the home team here, Fantasy Universe, Eva. And I'm here with your fantasy updates. So, the Week 13 Fantasy Basketball Contest has ended, and I have the winners. First off, 29 entries. We need to get that number up, but good job for all you guys signing up. In number 1, the winner was Milvac. Number 2 was Dees, and number 3 was Yo-Yo 909. But tied for 4th was J Miles, Hawkwind, and Major Rob. Congrats, guys, and work even better next round so maybe you can make that win. For the Week 20 Fantasy Football Divisional Round, we have SBB Bears winning. Running up second is Jimmy G. Third is Tex Hooper. Number 4 is Skull Me the Money. And number 5 is BRFTW. Good job, guys. And now for the entire NFL playoff fantasy football tourney, in the lead right now is GI Unit. Running up second is Who.13. Number 3 is Z. Number 4 is Cam. And number 5 is D Hoovy. Good luck, guys, and keep on trying. That's all, and you stay classy, Block Packs.
Thanks so much, Eva. As always, a very energetic and information-packed update. Everyone, remember, please get your entries in for next week, and you can stack them so that you don't have to miss out on a week. You can get them all in ahead of time.
Yes, definitely. It appears that Eric isn't able to speak live with us this week due to everything that's happening back at BPHQ, but he did send a little sneak peek from the Wonders team to us.
Yes, he did. There is a picture with a 2-player starter deck that includes 2 orbitals with a lot of 2s. Includes 2 orbitals with 2 of the first, as well as 2 first edition collector booster packs.
Yeah, it's a 2 for Tuesday.
It's a
and also from what we've been told, that this SKU is coming to Target. Target stores all over the nation will be selling these 2-player decks, these starter decks. So that's going to be pretty amazing. And luckily for me, I live about 200 yards from a Target. So I will have
wow. So you can you'll be one of those people that brings your little tent over. You can.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm going to see if I can pay off Slip Manager $100 to let me know the day they arrive.
Yeah, when the news crews come around and they pan the line, we'll see Tex there with his little thermos.
Yeah, I'll have my little Coleman cooking stove and my pup tent, and I'll be there.
Oh, see, that's it. A new segment update from Tex at Target.
Yeah, for Tex on the front lines at Target. Okay, now. Okay, enough of this. Let's go to Big Rob for an update on all the tools he's been building for Radish Digital.
Today I want to show you a quick couple tools that we have for Wonders the First. The first one we're going to look at, you can get to it in radishdigital.com. In the main navigation under Block Packs, go to HTH Market Pulse, and you're going to select Wonders the First Existence Pre-Slabs and hit Go. This is going to show you all the sales data for the pre-slab collection. It's got it broken down by all of them, by grading scale, by orbital, and by rarity, as well as each of the individual cards. And then you can sort them by clicking on the headers. And then you can also change the time frame. If you want to look at the last 7 days of sales, sort it by average sale here. And we can see, obviously, Tag S100 is the top grading scale sold. And then the first is actually the top orbital. Then Mythic is the rarity. And then obviously we can see the Phoenix Quill here. 2 sales, 550,000 average sale. We had one really big sale on it. Obviously everybody's chasing that one. The other thing that I wanted to show you today is the hit tracker. So if you wanted to chase this Phoenix Quill and you want to know, are there any left in packs? How many are left in packs? How does that compare to how many packs have been opened? You can go back to radishdigital.com. In the main navigation under Blok Packs, you can go to HDH Hit Tracker. And then you're going to select Wonders of the First Existence pre-slabs. And here you can see all the pre-slabs, how many are remaining in packs, and what percent have been revealed. So you can sort these by name, alphabetical, reverse alphabetical. You can sort it by grading scale. So obviously if you're chasing the box art ones, you'll probably want to sort by grading scale. Phoenix Quill, you can see there's 4 left. 83% of them have been revealed versus 79% of the packs. So, it's not too far off of the, the packs that have been opened, but it's a little bit ahead of it. Whereas something like Verdantia, I don't even know how to say his names, Petraria. That's a 71%, so more than likely this is going to come up sooner, but it's all random, so you never know. All right, that's all I got today. Back to you, Jen.
Thanks, Rob. The speed at which you're able to incorporate these editions is absolutely phenomenal. I don't know about you, Tex, but being able to see and track the hits and the sales on the HTH was one thing, but now being able to do it with all the Wonder Slabs just completely blows my mind. And I can't wait until more of the BP assets, we can move them over onto the marketplace, and then hopefully Rob can do all kinds of amazing things with those too.
Yeah, it's going to be wild. And I tested this out the other day. I looked at the list and stuff, and I saw how many packs were left, and I actually went and bought a pack because I wanted to see. And I went back after I bought my pack and ripped it. I got a decent card. It was a nice one. It was a graded one. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it was cool. They're all cool. And I went back and I looked at Rob's sheet. I updated it, and it was already updated with the pack I had taken out. So it essentially updates in real time, which is very nice.
Wow, that's amazing.
It was pretty cool. But now it's time to see our old friend Hawkwind, and he's got us all on the edge of our seats, waiting to hear all about the newest happenings in Boba Land. So take it away, Hawkwind.
Thanks, Tex. I really appreciate it. And I got to say, you're looking good today. I'm pretty sure you showered, which we all appreciate in the studio here. So thank you very much. Today, we got a few things to go over in the world of Boba. Some exciting news that happened this week, including actually just today. But first, I want to go over something that some people have caught recently about hot dogs. People love hot dogs. Kids love hot dogs. In fact, we heard a story yesterday from a Minnesota guy who's in Discord about how his 3 and 5-year-old just love a stack of hot dogs cards that they go through, and they just throw them and grab them and take them. So he just has hot dogs just lying around everywhere. So I wanted to show you something. So let me get it ready right now. There's a few cards I want to take a look at. And so here are some cards I want to show you. This one's from the National 2024. This was the first set release. It was in a starter deck. These are the hot dogs. Same hot dogs as the ones that were released in first edition. This is the one that everybody knows. And so people pointed this out, and a lot of us didn't realize it. And if you take a look, this is the one we all know and love from the first edition. And then here is the National. And if you take a really close look at this, you can see that the first edition has braces, but the N24 has a knocked out tooth. Look at that. You have to squint, but you can see it. Look at that. So there's a difference there. Let's go to the
I think
next.
he must have been messing around with Brawler.
I think they got in a little fight.
Yeah.
Worst, the yoga guy. What's going on with him? Well, this one's the hardest, I think, of all, actually. If you take a look here, what's different? Well, this is the, again, first edition, and you can see these bubbles over here. There's no bubbles over here. So it's very subtle.
There's little stuff on his bun too, aren't there?
Yeah, so the other really cool part about this is there's radioactivity around him. And this one, which is the first edition, doesn't have any. Let's do a few quick more.
And right, his headband too. And then this is and then this is like that game, right, where they give you the two pictures and like find the 7 differences.
Yep, that's exactly right. Yep. And when I go to exercise class, I wear a headband just like that. No joke.
Oh, look at the mat too. The mat.
Oh, wow.
I never saw that one. Wow, Jen. You have really good eyes for being so old. So, what we have here.
Yikes.
Wow.
Well, I heard Jen did have a.
Oh, you guys have fun. I got to go.
So we have another one.
Deal with Jen.
This one's an easy one. N24 this past summer at the National. And then this is the first edition. Different colored hands, hats, feet. And then we have Pickle Pete, everyone's favorite. His face, by the way, is messed up. Someone punched him hard. I think his eyeballs down, his face is screwed up. But what do you see different here?
Oh, the bun is different.
The bun's got seeds.
Yeah.
The other one doesn't. Really subtle. All right, one last
his eyes.
His eyes.
Oh yeah,
Let's see.
Are those black things? Is that sunglasses? Was that supposed to be?
The black thing?
Oh yeah, yeah,
it's sunglasses.
Oh, okay.
And then the last one's Bratwurst I'm going to show. Bratwurst. This one's easy. He will mess all the other ones up with his karate chops. Look at that. He's a black belt. He's a black belt. He is much stronger at the National than he was with the white belt in the first edition.
He's been demoted. Like 10 belts.
No.
So,
yeah.
So what I'd like to point out, I want to point out to people, what else can you find? If you have actually owned the starter kit and N24 and you go through them, you could actually find out more, most likely, that are different. Or you could buy them on eBay or in the secondary market on Discord with other people. There's a variety of ways you can get your hands on these or already have them, and you can see the differences. What I've heard is not all are different, but who knows? So the community at large or individuals, if you do notice more difference, post in Discord. It would be really interesting to see. And I think these might be a little more collectible now that people realize that there are a difference because people love the dogs.
Yep. And Hawkwood, instead of Discord, we have our own tips line for all comments and tips. And Tex, what is that email?
It is tips@radishdigital.com.
Yeah. So if anyone else out there has found differences, send them our way.
Hey, Hawk, real quick. How many hot dogs were in the National Starter Kit versus how many hot dogs are in the current Alpha release?
I think wasn't there 10?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I believe there was 10 from the National set.
So that means that's the max that can be different, up to 10, right? I showed you 5 right there. So there's at least potential for 5 more. I got some other current news I really want to share. It's pretty important for everyone that wants to play the game of Bo Jackson Battle Arena. You guys ready?
All right.
Yeah,
Yes.
let's hear it.
Please do
All right.
tell.
This past week, 2 announcements were shared. One just today. The first one is there's going to be a first sanctioned event since the alpha release. It's going to be February 22nd in Columbia, South Carolina. And for people that don't know or are newer, that's where the headquarters is for BOBA, or Bo Jackson Battle Arena. So that's why a lot of events take place there. It was first announced on X under @ETH Frenchie, ETH, and then Frenchie, FRENCHIE. Really good to join that because there's a lot of alpha news. And so there's going to be low-key prizes. Don't go to it if you're looking for some really big swag or a lot of prizes. It's low-key prizes. There's going to be probably some spec play. There's going to be battle breaks. Other fun stuff is going to go on. It's for all ages, but it is going to be at a sports bar and restaurant, so just keep that in mind. More details are going to be coming out probably this week, maybe next week. So it's going to be a fun event. So if you're around or can make it for whatever reason, more details will come, but it is February 22nd in Columbia, South Carolina. And then the big news came out, I think today, whatever the date is, I can't remember. Oh, the 21st of January, right? Yes. 21st of January, 2025. More info on the National. And I want to share my screen actually so I can show you guys. So give me 1 second while I do that. And we can all see what this info is about.
I'm at the edge of my seat.
I'm still looking.
Jen and I will be at the National. Hawk, will you be joining us?
I really hope so. So
Excellent.
Yep.
Tex,
We
I'm
hope so
thinking-
too.
Yes, I'm thinking the second tournament should be in Syracuse.
I think that's a brilliant idea, and I happen to know a sports bar that could probably handle it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Just put it out there into the ether.
Maybe I'll have to get on that Discord with ETH Frenchie and see what we can
Throw
do.
your hat into the ring.
Here we go.
Oh, who is that guy?
We'll get to him in a second. So if you go to the official Boba Discord, this is posted in announcements, and there's a link directly to this. This is the first time we've seen this. The 2025 Boba World Championships are coming soon and this is the first time the website's been up with details. This is B-Jams, by the way, and this is at an event, most likely the first release probably, but that's B-Jams there. And you can go ahead and read this at your own leisure. But I wanted to point out a few quick things. This has already been announced now. This is official. There'll be solo Apex tournament, Apex Madness, where there's teams of 4 to 6 people. There's going to be a spec gauntlet, which means that it's a deck cap of 160 power. So you can't have any of your players over 160 power. So that's for veterans and newcomers. So anyone can get up into that. You don't need to have the highest end power players. And then this one you guys will love because you're all old. This is the 80s Blizzard Bowl, which is you can only use Blizzard, Rad, and Grandma's Linoleum battle foils, the best of the 80s. This is going to be great. Hopefully people will dress up in their 80s outfits. That would be great. And then I thought it'd be really interesting, and I'm glad they're doing this, the silver headliners or headlines. You can only use silver and headline battle foils.
That's what I'm excited about. That's where the sets come in.
And I wanted to show you where those are all at. So I know it's a little hard to read, but these are the 80s Rads where my cursor is. And then you can see the Blizzard and Grand Linoleum, those 3. And so you can see the Rads come in any kind of box, but the Blizzard only comes in booster and blaster boxes, and Grandma's Linoleum only comes in booster and blaster boxes. And then silver This is the one that's key. Silver only comes in booster boxes, and of course on the secondary market. And headliners come in booster and blaster boxes. So I assume there's not a lot of secondary market boxes left, but man, oh man, those booster and blaster boxes are going to be much more important, I assume, for people trying to grab those to be able to get into the tournament. What do you guys think?
Yeah, definitely. I know it's very hard. It's getting very hard to find hobby and blaster boxes anymore. Jumbos have all but gone away. It seems like all those are either have been ripped or everybody's sitting on what they have left. But yeah, it's very exciting. All this is going to be a lot of fun. All leading up to the national, where the big $100,000 tournament will be.
And we finally got, if you click on details on that main page I showed, we finally have some tournament guide, some more details written down. This is great. So you guys can look at this at your own leisure. I'm going to point out a few things. This goes into the details of it. But I thought 3 things were kind of interesting. All of this is interesting, but I thought I'd point out. So one thing is that event legal proxies are called ELPs, and they're rentals. You can read about it, but it's for cards above 160, and they're for super hex and gum weapon types, and it goes into detail. Cards must be graded or slabbed authentic, and you can rent proxies from the place. It'll go into details, but I really want to point out that the nomenclature will be ELPs. That's what you'll hear a lot of. So that's something to memorize. Another thing I thought was awesome is that for Apex Madness, which is the team rookie mode, that's going to be where you kind of have the best decks. You have to have, this is great, I think at least, you are going to need jerseys or uniforms. Everybody that gets into the Apex Madness or team has to have a jersey that matches. So, and that includes hats if you use them. So you guys better come up with some creative.
So wait, we're required uniforms?
Only.
I didn't read that. I haven't read through this yet.
Only.
I know it's a team, but that's awesome. I'm excited about this.
Only the team.
Yeah, well, that's amazing. That's amazing. And Hawk, thanks so much for giving us all this information. And for anyone who wants to read all these details, please go to radishdigitalwithaj.com. All the documents will be there for you guys to peruse at your leisure and read through intensely and in detail. But thanks for stopping by and hanging out with us, Hawk. We really appreciate it.
No problem. And everyone check out that stuff. It's good stuff in there.
Thanks, Hawkwind.
All right, Tex, now we're going to move on to our Zarek Wen segment.
The Zarek Wen segment.
Zarek Wen. I think he needs like his own little jingle.
He does. Yeah, like some intro music or something.
Yeah, or something, like the Zarek Wen, like the little, I don't know. We'll have to work on that.
Snappy, get on that, will you?
Exactly. Whip something up. So the first one we're going to talk about is the Sharks, which not a lot of new updates, but everyone who had them, they were delivered to the wallets on the marketplace by 12/31/24. Right now, you cannot see the rarity. You'll be able to see that after the reveal, which is still TBD, but I believe Q1. I think I heard. So that's the Shark update.
Mm-hmm. All righty, let's get into this. We're going to talk about Cosmics right now, and Pirates and Parrots also, but we'll start with Cosmics. This is the tentative distribution framework right now for Cosmics when they launch. Remember, they're taking the place of Bantams. And for legacy Bantam card holders, this is what applies to you. So if you're holding a white 1 of 1, that will get you a reimagined, that Bantam will be reimagined as a Cosmic. and it'll stay true to the original Bantam, and it'll remain a white 1 of 1. So that's going to be nice. If you hold a gold rainbow plus a pink, orange, and lime chaos of any specific Bantam, you will get a new cosmic of similar power to the one in your rainbow. So that's cool. All color full sets will get cosmics also. The power levels are to be announced, but the cards will remain the same and playable in the set. They will just be transferred to cosmic characters. All the other Bantam cards will score entries to get other random cosmics. The more rare ones, non-rainbows, that you hold, the more entries you'll get. So that takes care of cosmics. A little confusing, but we have some time to work out the details still. For Barefoot Pirate holders, Gemstone Skelly Pirates, holders of those pirates will transform into a mythical traveler, or mythic traveler, I'm sorry. A regular Skelly Pirate will turn into an epic traveler. And all the other pirates will go from, will be one traveler or one powerful cosmic. Most of these will get a powerful cosmic distinction, but there should be some additional travelers also up for grabs. So that'll be interesting to see how that works. For parrot holders, the more you have, the more you can get, is basically how it's going to work. And the more parrots you stack together, the more powerful your cosmics will become. A floor cosmic, say, will cost 3 parrots, meaning that every 3 parrots gets a cosmic, and it'll go up exponentially from there. If you don't have 3, then you can score your entries similar to non-rainbow Bantam cards. So a lot of people hold multiple parrots. The plan for those people is that you get to choose how you want to allocate your parrots. However, if you want to split them up, meaning you can put X number of parrots in one high-powered cosmic, or you can do the minimum 3 for one low power. So if you like the concept of more powerful Bantams, then you're going to want to stack them. So all this is coming soon. The reveal will most likely have to happen in waves over multiple sets, game sets, that is, meaning the only travelers and cosmics that'll be released as character proofs initially, or that were released as character proofs initially, will be in the first set. And that's the update. Jen?
Yeah, it's also all very exciting stuff. And I think there's one other question a lot of people had that I don't think we have the answer to either, Tex, and that's apparently the Blok Packs custodian account has some unopened chaos packs, which people
really?
I think there's, like, last I heard, I think there's like 113 of them. So people are wondering what's going to happen with those, because some have not been ripped to form rainbows and people are waiting on them. So that should be interesting to see how that all unravels.
It should be.
And now, Tex, what about the Wonders, the Shattering, which I know we've talked about and we're both going to and very excited about.
Yeah, it's coming up on March 22nd. I believe that's a Saturday. And there are rooms available. Blok Packs has been nice enough to get a block of rooms. There's information on Radish Digital about how to book those rooms and stuff. And there's also, if you plan on attending, there's a survey that's going around to confirm your attendance and to let the team know how many of your shatter boxes you would like to have available to rip at the shatter. Yeah, that includes the serialized boxes, which is very cool.
Yeah, that's
So,
that.
yeah.
And I had also heard that there's going to be exclusive items as part of a
Ooh.
swag bag at the Wonder Shattering. So another reason to book
Yeah.
and attend. Eric is not disclosing what those items will be, but they will not be available online. And
That's important.
yeah, I know. And knowing block packs as we do, Tex, right? You're never
Yeah.
disappointed, and there's
No.
always more surprises. So
Yes. Yes. There's always more.
yes.
Yeah, and they're hoping to get everything else. Everything you don't have to, if you're going, you don't have to get all your boxes. They will ship to you like normal, whatever you don't request to have at the show. And that's another thing. Make sure you do the backer kit update so you have your correct address. And there, that closes on the 31st of this month. So check the backer kit and make sure your address is correct so you don't miss anything. And Jen, if that isn't great enough, in the summer, what do we have coming up?
Oh, in the summer, we have the 2025 National Card Show in Chicago.
Hey,
This is a do not miss event. If you guys are able to swing it, please try and come. Each year, it just gets bigger and better. This year is no exception. A little secret information, not secret, but information from Eric. The 2025 booth is going to be 50 by 50 for boba. And it's going to be, from what I understand, in the main area when you first walk in. So next to all the big boys, all the big players. So that is all for the national update. What have we got going on in the collision world, Tex?
we have nothing going on in collision right now. We're still hoping for some information soon on what's next for the collision artwork, but as of now, we're still in the when phase.
All right.
Now, Jen.
And yep.
Oh, I was just going to tell you, or have you tell me. I know you have one of the 1 of 10 Lost Miner books, but the other 99, I think you have some information about those, right?
I do. We do have an update on those. The Lost Miner books to 99 are still coming. Possible Dutch auction sooner rather than later is what we've been told. Maybe by the end of this month or early next. So another reason to stock up on miles. Always good to have those handy. You never know what's coming.
Yeah, miles are pretty affordable right now too, which is nice. If you want to stock up, it's a good time to buy low, as they say.
Exactly.
Greed is good.
Yes. So what's going on in HTH world, Tex?
In the HTH world, we have bounties. We have the hit tracker on Radish Digital. You can check that out for all the updates on the Best Baller buyback program that BP is doing. They will buy back all colors from the best ballers up to $5,000 for a black 1 of 1. The best baller buyback scores you cash for holding parallels for the heroes inspired at the top of the top Eastern Conference players and Western Conference player, and best NBA rookie are the best ballers you want to keep your eye on and stack up on those. Aquas, they pay $5. Blue is going to be 20. Red is 50. Golds are 100. Blacks are 500. And again, that black origin 1 of 1, you're lucky enough to hit that. There's a $5,000 bounty on those black origin 1 of 1s. All best baller bounties, best baller bounties. That is tough to say.
Say that 5 times fast.
I think I did. They will be paid in US dollars, actual cold hard cash. So, which is awesome. Everybody wants cash.
Cash
And
is
when we
king.
know, oh, go ahead, Jen.
I was just gonna say, cash is king.
It is cash is king. Uh, yeah. So the digital. Oh, also, while we know that some of the dates will be available to claim digital HGH for physical, we do not have any more information on the exact date. Those dates are still coming. So as soon as we know those, we will let you know.
Fantastic. So we wanted to throw in here, there was some discussion around the miners moving on chain, being the fact that initially we were told a lot of the holdback was for the investment because of gas that was so high. So now that everything has kind of flipped and gas is really low, a lot of people are bringing the question up again as to whether this is maybe back in the realm of possibility on the calendar somewhere, or if there are any other issues that come into play as to why we can't do this or why it's delayed. So don't have any more information right now, but we wanted to include it in our when update.
Excellent, excellent. Also, we have the Bow Battle Arena. We have the Alpha update, which is coming. We don't have a date yet on it. We're hoping it may be around March for the Alpha update, but hopefully we'll get some more information on that very soon.
Yeah, and I did hear a little birdie told me that Rilio will have an update for us next week on the product release. So
maybe we can get him on the show.
Yeah, tune in next week for that.
Yeah, we'll bring him on the block.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so that's it for our Zarek When segment. I think we packed a lot of information in there. What's up next, Tex?
All right, now we're going to head on to my favorite segment, the Slappy segment. Slappy, how are you?
Hey guys, good.
Welcome.
Hey, I switched hats. I usually wear the pirate hat, but I put on this nice black Blok Packs hat because when Jen, you and Tex were talking about the swag that's going to happen at Wonders, and Jen, you're like, you never know with Blok Packs. So the Home Team Hero shirt, the black Blok Packs hat. It was funny for those at the Geek Dinner National. Nancy Margaret's like, I don't want to bring anything back to South Carolina. Take it all. And it's like, people are like, Jen's like, I don't usually wear a 4XL, but I guess I could fit into this. And it was awesome. I mean, that was insane last year compared to the year before. They really were cleaning out the closet.
And that's it. I'm wearing a hat next week. I feel left out.
I'm sorry. You missed the hat memo, I guess.
Apparently. All right, Scott, what do you got for us?
Okay, so this week, we hope you'll join us Thursday night, 9 o'clock Eastern. You see the screen up there, radishdigital.com. That's digital with a J. You want to stop there and you'll see the link. So you can watch on YouTube, you can watch on X, or you can join us on the stage. And for the newer members of the community coming over from Wonders and from Bow Battle Arena, especially Bow Battle Arena, where they're used to Whatnot, where you watch and you comment, but you're not on the stage, is that Radish Digital is very different. Like, we like having people on stage. We have room for 10 people on stage. We like having every seat full. So that way we get a variety of opinions up there. And then the only other thing is community battle breaks. Of course, we had been doing it last fall, which we love. Caster Society, what they do with breaks. And of course, Radish Digital, we've done over 100 breaks, but we started doing the community battle breaks last year, where we would have 4 rounds of 4 people going at each other. So we're looking to do the community battle breaks again. Probably going to go back to football drop 2 because of the outstanding bounties, but we'll talk more about that later. If you're interested in the community battle breaks, look for the sign up at radishdigital.com. But that's all I've got. Just one show coming up, and on Thursday, BPX After Dark about the BPX liquidity pool, and then look to the next community battle breaks where we give away a ton of stuff, not only to the people who are battling, but the audience.
Very nice. Very nice. Very exciting. Love all the Radish Digital products. Everyone check those out.
Yes, thanks, Snappy. Now we move on to the community spotlight. This week we're giving a shout out to Minnesota Card Guy. He's a great community member. And apparently there was a bit of a kerfuffle, we'll say, with shipping of some boba plays to Mr. Rob, and it was being discussed during the last Radish break. So, Jen, I think you have some more information on that.
Yeah. So I talked to Minnesota Card Guy and asked him about it, and I said, would you mind giving us a quote of, what happened and what you were thinking, and then we could share it on a community spotlight. And what he told me was, he said he tried to downplay it, that he basically just mailed out the 4 plays because he knows that Major Rob wanted to play the game, that he wasn't just collecting it. So he was talking to his wife, and he told her he wanted to see if he had extras of the plays another guy needed, and that his package got lost by USPS. Shocker. And without hesitation, she said, "You're going to give it to him, aren't you?" And he's like, "Well, I was thinking about it." And she's like, "Well, I think you should." And he's like, and it was settled. So he told the stream that they didn't have to swap anything on the stream for the plays because he was just going to send them all the plays that he needed.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And he said, as for the motivation behind it, he said, I just recently got back into card collecting, literally the Monday on Black Friday week. And the boba community in general has been great and helpful with anything and everything. So it just feels right to pay it forward when the opportunity comes. So shout out to Minnesota Card Guy. That just goes to show how much this community cares about each other and how great this community is. One of the reasons I've stuck around for so long. And there's so many of these big and small gestures every day in all of the different pillars of block packs. And it's always hard to pick just one. But if you have witnessed or been the recipient of one of these gestures, please reach out to us at Tex. Take it away.
Yep. At Radish Digital with a J.com.
And tell us your story. Who knows? You may make it on an upcoming show.
Yeah. We want to hear it.
Exactly. And now let's put a spotlight on community discussion from the past week.
Jen, what do you know about what's going on with Geeks?
So, Tex, Geeks. Geeks, as we all know, and as Frenchie has stated numerous times, are kind of the heartbeat of block packs. And so as we evolve, there's always some benefits for the Geeks. For those that don't know, Geeks are basically a pass, and there are 3 levels of Geeks. There are Legends, Heroes, and All-Stars. And it's always typically in a ratio of 5 to 2 to 1 when we talk about benefits. So, for example, one of the benefits is for HTH Color Pop, there's a multiplier. If you pair a Geek with a Color Pop, it gives you a 1.25 multiplier for the total points at the end of the season for the fantasy hero. And then with that 5-2-1, so for every legend, you can apply it to 5 Color Pops. Then heroes, you get 2. All-stars, you get 1. Another benefit is that there is free shipping for all of those wonder slabs that everyone has been ripping and trading and selling. When they actually can get redeemed, I believe in March, that's going to be a big shipping expense for a lot of people. So if you have a Geek, that is free shipping for you. They are also, in order to utilize the sharks, which we had talked about earlier, they get paired. Geeks are paired with sharks. So you need a Geek in order to utilize your shark benefit. Geeks also allow you to get discounts and pre-sales for HTH boxes. They allow you access to gated Discord channels. There is also going to be some sort of Card Geek Hall of Fame that Frenchie had mentioned. Make Card Geeks great again. That's a little TBD. I think that was like early December. He had made that. So I'm not quite sure what that's all about, but Frenchie does not disappoint. And then the final benefit for now is you have the ability to vault your personal slabs or cards, which basically means each month, based on your geek allocation, again, the 521, you can send in slabs to Blok Packs, and they will vault them for you, store them, and they will also put them on the chain. So then you can either sell them, auction them, or just hold them in your Blok Packs market account for safekeeping. And you can sell them for BPX miles, which were also formerly known as Sparks for our Wonders folks. And again, that monthly allocation is 521 for the geek that you have. Phew.
Awesome. Boy.
Yeah.
There's so much going on with geeks.
Yes. Well, Tex, it appears our time is up for this week.
This 3 hours has just flown by.
It has been an absolute blast. I'll hand it over to you for your final thoughts or words of wisdom that you would like to partake to anyone before we close the show out.
My words of wisdom are never let a guy named Wrinkles dry clean your clothes.
Okay, and that wraps up this week's journey around the block. Big thanks to our incredible community voices, Loco, Big Rob, Eric, Hawkwin, and intern Eva for sharing their insights, and a shout out to our maestro on the controls, Slappy White, for keeping us on point. We'll be back next week with more updates, stories, and everything you need to stay connected in the Blok Packs universe. Until then, keep the conversations going, stay engaged, and as always, we'll see you around the block.
Thanks, Slappy. Bye, Jen.
We got our first punched formless foil. Look at that.